welcome to the Parody, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite movies. I am not James A. Denise, as per usual, and today we're looking at the final film in the entire Time Heroes franchise, appropriately named Time Heroes, released on April 10th, 2022. If you've been watching for a bit, you'll know that some of my favorite sets of films are the Time Heroes ones. This is all because of the very talented director behind all of these films, the 22-year-old Endpoint. Also, it's not just Endpoint, it's basically the entire team. And also, basically every single other film in the Time Heroes franchise, to my knowledge. But also Time Heroes, which is what we're covering today. Production on Time Heroes started near 2012, near the end of the production of Moon Wars, Return of the Zombie Prince. The film went through 4 drafts, multiple delays, and other things before they decided on a release date of March 17th, and then delayed the film to April 10th. The film's main protagonist is Danny, who's better known as the Dark Knight. We also get to see a whole lot of main Time Heroes characters through this film, which is great. There's also the villains, basically just like Phantom and some other guys he partnered with. And my general consensus for this film is, it's pretty perfect. Really, the only main issues I have is that some of the sound effects are a tad bit too loud. The development hell needed to make this film possible was all worth it. Now, let's get to the tough part. How many kills are there in this movie? Well, I can certainly say it's a lot. Even Endpoint himself said that, yep, it is a lot of kills. Seriously, there's so many bodies, and spoilers, the universe freaking reset, so yeah, that's basically one big problem. And also, the film's length. It is 5 hours long. I'm splitting this video into 3 parts. You're watching part 1 right now. Whenever it's done, I'll release it. Same with the other 2 parts. So, y'all ready to get to the kills? Seems like it. So, come on! Come with me and let's count all of this death. The movie begins in space. As we go through all the parts of space, President Jackson gives us a certain announcement. He comes to you as the president, but also your friend, because he's just a nice guy. And also, what's this? Well, you'll see it now. Cincinnati, Ohio, in 2017. It's been 2 years since the greatest challenge humanity has ever faced. Earth was raised by a terror unknown. All of these entities unleash terror on every single continent. That means America, South America, and in this case, Liberia, in Africa, Europe, and Australia, and to an extent, Antarctica. Also Asia, yeah. But also they have another challenge, which is moving on. Here's when we meet Danny, who comes from the Dark Knight series. He's one of the survivors of whatever happened 2 years ago that day. He also has a flashback where I can confirm the first 7 kills in the movie. The first one's just a female body. The next 5 are bodies in the background. Number 3 is behind this dude. Also, sorry if this scene looks kind of bad. I just had to adjust the brightness a bit just so I could actually see what's going on. Anyways, he comes back from that flashback and nothing's different. Well, no beer. He walks through the definitely desolate streets. And yep, this is where he notices something. He gets sent into the light he notices when we get dialogue from every other character in the movie. Hey guys, look! Look at this. Wow. It's Clockwork. Don't y'all know Clockwork? I know. We all know Clockwork. These people certainly don't know Clockwork, so they must go away. They all get assigned a very special task. To save the world from Phantom. He tells them to pray and look at these crystals, because they look like the Infinity Stones. This green crystal is a flashback generator. In it, we do get 5 more kills. First of all, is a criminal getting shot. Then we see 3 bodies on the walls. And finally, one body during a fight scene. And also look at this one, you all get flashbacks, and I can count and recount some kills. First of the 24 I counted was of course the Cassie special. Next, we get a woman getting shot in the head. I forgot to mention Lena, so here she is. The next 12 come from the explosion. And then we see a whole plethora of other stuff, which ends with a man blowing himself up with a truck. It looks like we'll get a breather for a second before we come back to Kill Count Avenue. These are all bodies from the antagonist, Phantom. And yep, I could count at least 3 here. No need to ask. Now they all know each other. So, Clockwork, can you explain the... Wait. You're already explaining the Infinity Stones. Got it. Clockwork has faith in them, and thus wants them to redeem themselves. And, even as God, he prays for them. They all take the offer, and Mystic even gets a redeemed look. But oopsie, Clockwork shows them her past. And her shown flashback, I can count 3 more kills. Here we go. 1, 2, 3! And also a whole lot of more kills. We see 6 bodies recycled from Blind Justice. And then another kill recycled from Blind Justice. And then boom, the rest of the arc. And also, what about Clockwork's adventures with Phantom? Yeah, he's tried to kill him over and over again, but hasn't worked. Also, what about killing Phantom? Nah. They'll have to figure that out themselves. So, anyways, he sends them off to the past. And also with this, he also sends them to, where is it? Please show me it. Please show me that. Oh my god. What do I think that is? Is that a newly found telecard? Ha ha. Boom, we're at Ann Arbor, baby, in 2015. Yeah, you know Ann Arbor, the hometown of Hyperbloom, Blind Justice, and Clarity. Yeah. They figure out what they should do with the crystal, but I think it might be a little too late. Y'all don't want to get sent to Russia. Oh, wait, they're just sent to a secret area. Okay. Welcome to Compound 13 in Russia. And apparently, we're in 2042. I mean, Zay knows where everything is. I think we're at the control room, but there's a door, so Drexen just freaking destroys it. This place can even make armor. Alright, Jason, tell us about all the major locations. Apparently, Clockwork has killed a man named Seth Locke, but since we don't see a body, I'm not gonna count it. Apparently, what they may be going against killed Crimson. Yep. Or nope, that was Seth Locke. And last time I checked, Seth Locke did not kill Crimson. Of course, they can't go to other places yet and save the Earth. We gotta go to Ann Arbor in 2018. Of course, they gotta find Phantom, so they all decide to split up in order to have a better chance to find Phantom. Oh, we already found him on a roof. Okay, good job. Hyperblue and Phantom just then proceed to talk for a long while. Yep, did God send him to kill him? I know. Nope. Apparently he didn't. Well, he figured it out. It came down to not fighting Phantom. Okay. Somehow that's not the main idea. You're wrong. But apparently all the power that Phantom needs is in that crystal right there. It comes down to it, and oh man, let's just let shit the fan. And wow, let's just have the epic fight scene begin, starting with explosions and Blind Justice and some cones. God, why do the f***ing cones have to be there? Phantom's just holding it all. Hyperblue just went explode into a building. Skull just comes at him, shooting all his shots into him. And yep, looks like so. Oh, there's Phantom right behind him. Oh, it keeps on telling. Okay. He got punched down, but he's still shooting. And Phantom said, oh, he's just going ham on his f***ing face. Just look at him go. Just, oh, man. Just probably eat him again, something too. Oh, would you look at that? Skull's dead. But there's no kill graphic, god damn it. Cause, yep, Skull's not dead. I knew Phantom was a scam this entire time. He won't let anything happen to Skull, so the fighting just continues through electrical flashes and everything. Like, man, Zane's just going at it like crazy. Oh, Hyper Blues Revolution. No, that's Frost. Yep. They just have so much similar colors. And yep, look at Phantom. And oh, yep, that's Hyper Blue. Frost comes in from behind and just freezes not Hyper Blue, Phantom. They both come in on a combo wombo attack. And oh, what's that? Is that another blue dude? Now we can have the trio of blue dudes. Let's go. Trexen. What's Trexen doing? Oh, he's just making sure the air is secure. And oh, he's gone. Well, congratulations, guys. Nope. And of course, the first thing Phantom does is child abuse. Then it's the Phantom and Trexen showdown. Hell will win, hell will lose. I don't know who the hell will win or who the hell will lose. So let's find out on this episode of who the hell will win or lose. Because honestly, I just want to know. Oh, look at Rattle just coming in, just coming in. Oh, okay, it's coming with more blue characters because everyone's blue, guys. I swear no one else is blue other than like 5 people in the Time Heroes out of like the 9 that are there. Oh, Phantom's just going all at them. Yep. Looks like they've all been defeated by no, Rattle's still there. And oh, look at her swords. Let's go. Oh, she's attacking Phantom now. And an epic battle because of course we all need epic battles. Oh, Hyper Blue comes in. Yep, he just saved Rattle. So now they're just up to no good. And boom, white. For just like that happens and boom, Hyper Blue's injured and Phantom just does a sonic boom on them. Blind Justice and Nanny are just looking from away. Oh, and I guess Clarity too. Okay, of course they're all knocked out, and also Phantom just kidnaps Hyper Blue. Apparently, Phantom takes him to an abandoned EV outpost in the year unknown. So here it just has Hyper Blue on a wall or something. Like, come on, Phantom, you're better than that. Hey kids, welcome to Avidicus Covos 7 and the Crimson Empire homeland many years ago. And wow, I sure do love war, alright? Hey, Phantom says some kills are necessary. How about we just take out these 2 Crimson Empire guards right here, right now? Takes him a bit, but lo and behold, he does it off screen. Oh, hey, Time Heroes, did I call for more kills? Yep, looks like I did. What about that guy? What's gonna happen to him? Oh, totally not gonna get decapitated. Yep. And yep, treason is the reason why he got decapitated. That's why the name you saw up there was Treason Committer. And oh yeah, Crimson looks up in this scene. And out of nowhere, some white flashes come in. Although it's more really like an effect there. And I'm just waiting for him to pop up. Yep. Oh, geez. H. Phantom. Phantom states that he is Crimson's progeny. But that's really not true at all. He just wants to kill him. And Phantom proceeds to start killing. I count 13 people getting killed in this scene. 4 of them come from this area where he just knocks them all out. You know, he just breaks someone's throat. This one just flops out on screen. Those 2 just get flung. Here's 5 more. Yep, all in just flashes. No way. Yep, that guy right there. He's also dead. Yep. Alright. Then he just looks behind him and just figures out what his new superpowers have been. But Crimson commands these 4 to come in, and boom, they're all dead. So that brings us up to a grand total of 13. And now we can start the real Crimson and Phantom fight, which begins with this epic sword battle. For Phantom just go... no, he didn't go away. He just picked up something... Oh. A giant sword. Yeah, just pick up a giant sword. That'll do stuff for you. And they just go up and fly into a roof. That's great. Phantom flies up, and soon they both meet in the air. And they continue going ham on each other in the air because they can both fly for some reason. He just punches Crimson way down into the ground. But that was not enough to kill him, so this is Crimson's final chance. Crimson refuses a final chance, and so Phantom just comes in and just electrocutes him and just goes completely ham on him. And yep, that's how he kills Crimson, just single-handedly electrocution. Then for some reason, these guys show up. Yep, Scion, Vortex, Death Adder, they're all here. And they all kneel to Phantom, even though he just killed Crimson. And although he is basically their god now, yep, you just gotta deal with that. He just looks away. Where we last left off, we're near Arcusia. Well, yep, we're back to Kill Cowan Avenue, right off the friggin' mat. We have 3 bodies here, just seen there. Yep. 2 here, 1 in the foreground, 1 in the background, just sitting against a pillar, and 5 more here. These were very obviously killed by this new guy who's just sitting around here with a giant friggin' hammer. Yep. And yep, that's King Volnir, a guy whose presence shows us 3 more bodies to see. They're all scattered about the singular area. And also, guys, look, I was just gonna do this as a big, long part 2, but with the amount of storage I have on my phone, that's literally impossible. So these next 2 parts will be done as in the vein of some of my older videos. Please enjoy. we're back. Now it's time to cover my absolute worst nightmare. First, so Phantom has to duel Danny, the Dark Knight Parker. Alright, now that he's killed Danny, he can finally do what he desires to do. Have the 2 remaining crystals. He even steals form from Danny as his last moments finally happen. And this is not what we wanted when we begin the film. Phantom officially has all the crystals, which will be all merged into one definitive crystal. So, what's he gonna do with all those crystals? Like, what's the power? Oh, okay. Resetting the universe. Yep, this is my absolute worst nightmare of all time. Because that means he's spelled the end of the human race. And, oh, wow, what a big bang. So, yeah, he just reset the universe. Just does it casually. Just weirdly so casually. This ending cements Phantom as the most powerful person in the universe. It is such a f***ing downer ending that really deserves of a watch. The movie officially ends with a title card! But that's not the end just yet, as if he reset the universe, then everyone had to have died, right? Yes. My final results have come to an accumulated 163 people who were unborn due to the universe being reset by Phantom, which officially makes him the deadliest person in the Time Heroes franchise. I could count 101 from the movie and 62 more from the wiki page, sorting from other things. Whew, we're finally done with the longest film I will ever cover. And there are a whole lot of kills in this movie. But did it manage to take the record from CB's Admin Adventure, which has held the record since July 2021? Well, there's only one way to find out. Come with me and I'll show you to the numbers. By my best estimate, there are 326 kills in Time Heroes, which is by far the record, but still 50 short of Zombieland Double Tap. The victims include 83 men, 40 women, 101 unknowns, and I guess 102 extraterrestrials, giving us this pie chart right here for our eyes to feast upon. With a runtime of 295 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 54.29 seconds. This episode's Amethyst Flamethrower was by far the hardest one to give out, as there were so many amazing kills in this movie, but I'll have to give it to Alexis Flowers' second in Real Death, as it gave the most emotional impact throughout the entire film. Seriously, and also she got decapitated. The broken pistol for lamest kills will go to the 163 people who succumbed to Phantom's universal reset. I'm in for a downer ending and all, but come on, this was by far the hardest thing I've ever had to count. And it was also really annoying to keep track of. I had to go through multiple times in order to get it actually right. And that's it. Time Heroes was released in 2022 and is by far my favorite movie of all time. Next kill count, as expected, will be BFB Season 4A, which will have its trailer replayed, as I don't have the chance to make a new one. But until then, I'm not James A. Janice, and this has been the Parody. Whew, that is by far the longest episode I have ever done, and we are officially done with the franchise. Except for a few more films I want to cover, we're basically done with Time Heroes, which is really sad. So thanks for watching this parody. Real quick, I just want to give thanks to the 4 main people behind this entire franchise. So I want to give a big thanks to Endpoint, Raven Akira, Hostar Ryan56, and Jackie Pooners for making such an amazing franchise. Seriously, this channel wouldn't be what it is today without y'all, so the fact that I managed to find y'all's films is pretty impressive. And seriously, thank y'all for making one of my favorite franchises ever. And so, that's a wrap. I just want to tell y'all that while I was looking through everything and trying to verify everything, I basically found out that Malcolm and Leonard together before they both died to the hands of Nightmare, which is actually pretty cool. So basically, that's another thing. Thanks for watching this parody, and I'll see y'all in whenever time.